Please take a seat. It is my great pleasure and honor to welcome all of you who gathered here to celebrate this year's ceremony. First of all, I would like to cordially welcome all the families, friends, and supporters of our graduates. I would like to welcome our Vice Rector for Preventive Medicine and Open Science, Professor Kaminski. Our Vice Rector for Education, Professor Adrian Chabowski. Our Vice Rector for Development and Cooperation with Economic Environment, Professor Katarzyna Socha. I cordially welcome heads of departments, Professor Sławomir Chlabicz, Head of Department of Family Medicine, Professor Jerzy Konstantynowicz, Head of Department of Pediatric Rheumatology, Immunology and Metabolic Bone Diseases, and Professor Włodzimierz Łuczyński, Head of our SIM Center. Professor Izabela Bialuk from Department of General and Experimental Pathology. Dr. Marta Lewoc-Magnuszewska from First Clinical Department of General Endocrine Surgery. Dr. Sielatycki from Department of Internal Medicine and Hypertension. Dr. Adam Jakubowski from Department of Emergency Medicine. Pani Dr. Klaudyna Noiszewska from Department of Pediatric Endocrinology, Diabetology and Cardiology Diseases. Mr. Marcin Połuszejko from Department of Physical Education and Sport. And our priest, Dr. Sebastian Kondzior. Today, so as you see, today is D-Day. And in fact, today is a day that crowns your hard work. I think you have fulfilled your dream and proved that you can persevere and strive toward a goal, even when the path takes 6 years. You can be proud of yourselves. I know that you are capable of keeping your word. Many of you, when we first met, and it was 6 years ago, during the interview, you had promised that you would not let us down and that university would be proud of you. And indeed, we are proud of you, all of you, because you managed to pass the most difficult exams. And I do not mean internal medicine. Memorize hundreds of formulas and thousands of strangely sounding names. And just to make it even harder, you had to do it all in English, which for many of you is not your mother tongue. And as if it weren't enough, you faced all these challenges hundreds or even thousands of kilometers from home. You had to remember not only the names of all the bones in the human body, not only which beta blockers are selective, but also how to cope with homesickness. Today, all of that becomes history. And I hope that all the less pleasant memories will fade and that the wonderful ones will grow even more vivid as the time passes. In just a moment, Dean Baronovski will hand you the long-awaited diploma, a sign of belonging to the Guild of Healers. From today on, you are doctors. You will be the ones who save health and lives. From today, you will make decisions that affect the fate of people who entrust their health to your hands. I think this is the right moment to quote Spider-Man. With great power comes the great responsibility. More than once, the life will confront you with difficult choices. And let me tell you, I am certain that you will make the right ones, because you are wonderful young people, doctors. I have one small request. Please remember our university, and if you have time and feel like it, let us know how you are doing. Don't break the bonds with us. We will miss you. Okay, and now I would like to invite Professor Karol Kaminski to say a few words.
Dear colleagues, it is my great privilege to stand in front of you and touch you, dear colleagues, dear doctors. It is a great day for you, for all of you, and for your families, your close ones, your people who spend a lot of time and effort to help you to get what you are. Be always grateful from everyone that gave to you opportunities, gave to you their time, their effort. Be grateful for the life you're living, because it is very important that you will then expand, you will then be the source of this good attitude, this positive attitude to your patients, to your colleagues. For us, as a Medical University of Białystok, you are the greatest ambassadors. You are the exemplification what we stand for. What kind of young doctors we would like to teach, we would like to have. And we are very thankful and very grateful for you that you have chosen to spend your best years of your lives here in Medical University of Białystok. And I'm saying the best years of your lives, believe me, I know what I'm saying because I have spent my 6 years here as well, and these were the best years of my life. But still, let's look forward. You will walk out of these doors not as people who would like to leave it, but people who are still members of our community. Please do feel that you are most welcome here, and please do feel that we would love to be associated with you, and I sincerely hope that you would like to be associated with us as our alumni, our graduates. And when you're a doctor, think that you are not only treating the people you have in your office, you also have effect on your surroundings, on your friends, on your colleagues, on people you meet. And people will look up to you and will watch you, what you do, how you behave. It is very important that you still have positive effect on your local communities, on the people who surround you. And I'm absolutely sure that you will do this job great, and I sincerely hope that you will still remember these years that you spend in our university as the best years of your lives. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Now it's time to take the floor by your dean, Professor Marcin Baronovski.
Don't worry, it won't take long. I'd like to talk about just one thing, persistence. I believe it is the key trait behind success in medical school. You are graduating today because you were persistent. You didn't give up when you were overwhelmed by the amount of knowledge you had to absorb. You didn't give up when you failed an exam or had to repeat a course, sometimes even two at once. Many students didn't make it to the final year, but you did, because you were persistent. Over the past 6 years, you faced many obstacles. First, you had to move to a foreign country, away from your families and friends, and for some of you, that meant being a very long way from home. Just as you were starting to adjust to this new life, the COVID pandemic began, and the whole world turned upside down. Then, as things were slowly returning to normal, the war in Ukraine broke out. I'm sure many of you wondered whether you should stay in Białystok, so close to the eastern border. And yet, you persisted. You worked hard, you faced all these challenges, and today you will become medical doctors. I'm proud of you, and you should be incredibly proud of yourself. Our classes in the second year were held only online, and I deeply regret that I never had the chance to meet most of you in person. But fortunately, I'll be the one handing out your diplomas today, so we'll finally get a proper introduction. Thank you.
Now I would like to invite Dr. Nazari.
Perfect height. I'm happy that I'm standing here and not over there, so. I know you guys didn't expect to see me coming up here. To be honest, I'm also surprised. Before I start, I just want to point out, especially to those who don't know me, that I'm not a class rep or anyone special, but just a proud graduate. And maybe a little bit overexcited as well. You know the line, believe in yourself, anything is possible. Sounds kind of cliche, doesn't it? Well, in my case, it turned out to be true. So let me ask you a question, maybe it applies to you as well. Have you ever stopped to wonder how far you have come? Because as I stand here now, I can't help but think of a younger me. A little boy as a shepherd at the mountains in Afghanistan. I never imagined I would be standing here one day. And yet, here we are, each of us with our own unique story. Good evening, everyone. It's an honor to stand before you here today on this special occasion. Today is a truly special day, for many reasons. For myself, it feels extra special, and I will explain why shortly. But first, I would like to use this opportunity to say congratulations to my fellow graduates, the incredible class of 2025. Please give them the biggest applause you can. While today's celebration of our achievement, it's also a reminder of the people who have walked this journey with us. For myself, this moment isn't just about receiving a diploma, but also about the journey that I have shared with others. Because over the 6 years, I have had the privilege of meeting so many incredible people at this university. People with inspiring stories, people with remarkable achievements. I have learned so much from them, including you, my fellow graduates. Not only about medicine, but also about life, resilience, and compassion. And that, in fact, is what inspired me to give this speech today. I'm not really much of a speech person, but as a former refugee and someone who unfortunately had a quite different path, I took a moment to reflect on the path that brought me here. My thoughts drifted back to where it all began, a tiny village between the mountains in Afghanistan, where the word education, we did need to use that because going to school was not an option. Instead, I was out in the open fields, looking after sheep and goats, while carrying a sheepherder sling on my shoulders. Back then, I believed that was my life, and that's what my future would look like. And now, looking back, it feels so unreal. Because imagine, who would have thought that one day I would exchange that sling for the stethoscope, or the wide open fields with the lecture halls at medical school? I know each of us has faced our own challenges to get here today. We have all had obstacles to overcome, and that's what makes this moment so meaningful. For me, the biggest obstacle was leaving that village and becoming a refugee for the hope of a better future. And with that, getting the chance to go to school for the very first time, which I luckily did at the age of 17 in Norway. So, as you see, my journey hasn't been easy. But if I, against all the odds, could make it here, I truly believe others can too. So I hope that this moment reminds you to never, ever doubt yourself. Once again, congratulations, the class of 2025. Thank you.
Thank you very much for sharing your impressions and experiences. And now I would like to invite Dr. Matthias Koch.
Hello, everybody. I am the youngest one out of the speakers today. Distinguished faculty, doctors, parents, family, and most importantly, graduating class of 2025. I'm Matthias, 24 years old from Switzerland, speaking to you today because I decided to help a lot of people during my studies, and I've been asked to say a few words because of it. As we all stand on the cusp of our medical careers, a career that involves teamwork and making a lot of decisions, I want to present you with 5 integral lessons today that I learned from my experience at UMB that may help you make decisions, lead with integrity, act with courage, and shape the world for our future. My first lesson I learned was, what you give is what you get. We Germans say, the way you shout into the forest, so it shouts back. I could have spent my whole studies complaining about disorganization, bad leadership, and other temporary mishaps we had. But instead, at some point, I got tired of complaining and put my energy into improving the situation. At least I tried. And let me tell you, things changed quickly. With the incredible support from Veronica, we quickly led our team and our year onto new platforms, taught everyone how to use calendars, for example, and use completely new systems. And we always tried to preserve everyone's dignity when someone or something was off. This has earned you, class of 2025, the respect from our faculty as the most organized and cooperative year this university has ever seen in preschool, in pre-clinical years. And after our duties as classes were done, I took what I learned during the time and created a student guide, a platform to help future generations navigate this university even better. This opened even more doors that surely would have stayed shut if I never took action and just kept on complaining. So, plant seeds of action. Give constructive feedback and curb your complaining. I guarantee you that people will start to listen and your efforts will start to bear fruits. Second, be the one who makes it happen. You will always find a long list of people who want things to work out well, but the list quickly gets very short when it's about to make it happen. Because it's so easy to complain about something or to support the idea of how things could be, the making it happen part involves action. It's making yourself vulnerable to failure, to criticism, and to facing the discomfort of stepping out from a crowd. I learned that if you want to start something, you should start with a small, committed group instead. Find those who act, join them, and you'll be able to take on complex systems like your future hospitals, policies, or even the decision to buy everyone flowers. Third, making mistakes is actually a good thing, because it means that at least decisions are being made. A flawed decision that creates momentum towards your goal is infinitely better than not starting at all and thinking of any perfect approach or ideal conditions. I learned that as long as I keep making decisions and avoid getting wound up in hesitation, I can learn from my mistakes, correct them, and not only arrive near where I want to be, but also do it better for the next time. Fourth point, keep your humanity. I know we all wondered how the system sometimes works, especially because we vividly remember the moments it didn't and things nearly broke down. Yet here we are, graduating right on time, proof that it still works. I believe that this is because, despite its flaws, our system here hasn't lost its humanity. So many doctors and staff always showed us kindness and tolerance, not treating us like numbers, not expecting perfection and adherence to every single system, but valuing our efforts instead. The big majority of people that I've encountered here at UMB acted with incredible goodwill and honesty towards us, trying to respect our requests and giving people second chances. As a graduate from this university, I want to carry this warmth forward. I want to remember that during my studies, the majority of decisions we ask from our teachers, doctors, departments, and leaders fell in our favor. Please join me and give a round of applause for that. Okay, now for my final and fifth point, I want to share a revelation that changed my outlook on life, and I hope it will change yours too. Everything around you that you know as human life was made up by people who were probably no smarter than you. Every good and bad system, every privilege, every unfairness, every expectation, every treatment, this has always been this way. It's all just people's things, ideas, and expectations that accumulated over time. And you can change it. You can influence it, you can push it on one end and make it wobble on the other. You can take pieces from it, you can reshape them into new ones, and you can make something completely new that will improve it. Anyways, however you will learn this, that the system is built by people like you and me, and once you truly understand it, you will feel the courage to go change what's broken, because a lot of it is really messed up in a lot of ways. But you are human enough to fix it. Okay, so to close, go out and share your work with the world. Do the things out of goodness of your heart, be honest with yourself, and treat how you would like to be treated. Remember the Greek proverb that says, "A society grows great when people plant trees in whose shade they shall never sit in." I had my fun with the student guide following these points, and as you will see, it has led to fulfilling success not only for me, but the people who are there with me, and most importantly, it left me with a big lasting smile that a 24-year-old from Switzerland, inexperienced, could have made an impact in a good and meaningful way. I want to thank my parents for always telling me, go do it, the incredible staff at UMB that meant well with me, in particular Professor Tomasz Hirschko, Ursula Roszkowska, Monika Korinkiewicz, and all the lovely coordinators that we've had the pleasure to working with. And ultimately, my friends and colleagues who brought me joy and were there during the hard times. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you very much for your thoughtful remarks. And the last but not the least, Dr. Kai Siemaszko, the class representative of the 6th year student.
Everybody still here? Everybody still sober? Fair enough. So, not all of us become the one we once hoped we might be. But for many of us, this is becoming reality today. And before today, many graduates approached me and they said, well, this graduation is all about us, right? It's not. It's about everybody else involved, including faculty, but especially the families. You had to say goodbye to your loved ones and you wouldn't see them for a very long time. So I'd like to highlight this right off the bat. And I'd like to dedicate the next couple of minutes to give you a brief rundown of what we went through over the last 6 years. And starting with year one, if I had to describe it in one word, I would pick sacrifice. And early on in our curriculum, we have classes in anatomy. And we were fortunate enough to have an excellent teacher, Dr. Skudlarek, who unfortunately couldn't make it today. And UMB, just like any other institution, is full of legends and myths, especially urban myths. Some of them are good, others are bad, but in that particular case, they're very thoughtful and they might teach you something. Because Dr. Skudlarek, next to being an excellent educator, she loves chess. And the same legend says that the reason why she loves it so much is that it teaches you that in the right moment, when opportunity presents itself, you need to realize that you have to sacrifice something or someone in order to win. And as you progress through first year, with countless sleepless nights, you realize that this something is your private life and this someone is yourself. So thank you, Dr. Skudlarek, for that lesson, that all victory inevitably comes at a cost. As we progress through second year, and Dean Baronovski already alluded to, COVID had a firm grip on the world and deprived us of our classes in person. So we had to divert to other means, mostly online. And Rector Grabowski did everything imaginable to keep our education at the highest possible level. So you deserve some recognition for that, sir. But there is another lesson to be learned here, namely that education is more than just sound coming out of a speaker, or pixels on a screen, or a recording of a lecture. It's the actual human interaction. It's sharing common space, breathing the same air, reading each other's faces and gestures. So that was the most important lesson of year two. Now with COVID subsiding, we entered third year. And the fundamental lesson here was memento mori, remember death. Because nothing reminds you more of your own fragility as walking through the hospital wards for the very first time. You have many routine cases, but you will also see people with severe diseases, often chronic and sometimes incurable. And seeing these patients agreeing to having us examining them to learn from their suffering gives me hope, because it shows that even in times of great despair, people look for meaning. They crave meaning in what they do and what they're doing. And these were the days. But at night, we would spend those studying for many subjects, but one in particular. And that person is right there, Docent Izabela Bialuk. And you really showed us what can go wrong in the human body, especially if you don't take care of it. And without your hard work and dedication, way fewer of us would be here today. So one shout out to Isabella. And the lesson that we could derive from you is simple. In order to treat, you must understand. So year 4, CH10PO46OH2. I repeat, CA10PO46OH2. Does anyone in the audience know what this is? Professors? No? Professor Konstantinovich? So, don't worry, I didn't know it myself until yesterday. This is hydroxyapatite. It's not a spectacular molecule or anything, but after water, it's the most common compound in our body. It's mostly found in bones, but nothing to worry about. But it begs an interesting question. Are we more than just a chemical bond? Or are we just the accumulation of protons, neutrons, electrons performing a physiological action? And in fourth year, when our pediatrics rotations fully kicked in, I think we got an answer to that question. And Professor Konstantinovich, it was your department in particular that showed us that patients are more than just a CT scan or lab results. It is the laughter of children. It is the worry in a parent's eye, and the immeasurable gratitude whenever we're able to help, and the great despair when we can't. So, Professor Konstantinovich, thank you for that lesson, to teach us that we are more than just a chemical bond. Year 5, awakening. Compared to what we had gone through in the previous years, fifth year felt like a never-ending summer vacation. A dream you wouldn't want to wake up from. But like from any other dream, eventually you have to wake up. And this awakening can be quite harsh. And many of us were fortunate enough to have this awakening at a very special department, at the Department of Medical Simulation, and that's yours, Professor Wojcinski. And to be frank, I don't know what it is. Your knowledge, obviously, that's a basic requirement. But it was especially your approach, sir, that made this harsh awakening a little bit more pleasant. Because I remember students stumbling out of that simulation center saying, oh my God, what went down in there really messed up this class, but I also feel really good about it, right? So we're glad that you are the one who could wake us up, an overdue wake up in this particular moment. So thank you very much for that, sir. Shout out to you. Sixth year. I keep it short. At war, two parties fight until one side reaches operational breakthrough and defeats the enemy. That pretty much sums it up. But there's a problem at this stage with education in general. You will lose knowledge along the way, but education is irreversible. Or as Emerson said, education is what remains once one forget everything they have learned. And this means it comes with certain realizations and responsibilities. And one of them is, when I now look at a hospital, this is not just a place where sick people enter and healthy people leave. It's way more than that. It's where people begin their lives, it's where they end their lives. And then, Father Congior, I had to think of you. Because no matter your creed, your convictions, or denomination you believe in, I personally could not have picked a better spot for a chapel than the heart of a hospital. Because there is no other place in the world that has heard more honest prayers, more best wishes, and more sincere farewells than the walls of a hospital. So thank you for making the time today, sir. It's a great honor to have you here. Finally, none of this would have been possible without the diligent work of people in the background that go unnoticed, and many don't even know that they exist. And they also deserve our special recognition, because without them, no one would be here today. And what I mean is the people who scrub the floors at the hospital, It's those who change bed sheets for the patients. It's those who push the paperwork, and also those who send email reminders at the beginning of each semester reminding you that another tuition check was due yesterday. And we all need these folks, and their work often goes unnoticed and not appreciated. And while there are too many of them to recite, I would like one special person to step up, to accept a gift on their behalf. And she has been with us for the past 6 years, and she had to put up with a lot, and we're all grateful for it. And her name is Monika Korinkiewicz. Monika, would you be so kind and join us up front? So, I have prepared a gift. It'll require some explanation, but I'll get to that. But let me first say, Monika works at the dean's office, and to keep it simple, there's a plan and there's reality. And these two things need to be balanced, and someone needs to do it, and that's her, okay? And this is easier said than done because there's a fundamental problem with this. And this problem is that we lack one essential skill. Very difficult to attain this skill, and particularly medical students are bad at this, and I'll show you what it is. But let's do first this. So, Monika, could you please read to us what's on this box?
Useless box.
Exactly, it's a useless box. And Monika, with your work, you have prevented that we all become useless boxes because no plan would ever materialize. But this box, despite its uselessness, has one skill, and it does it better than all of us combined, right? And we'll do it with 100% certainty. And now Monika is going to show you what it is. So Monika, would you please take this, show it to the audience so they see it? So in the center of it, there's a little switch. Now, please be so kind, maybe show it to the audience, and flip the switch. Flip the switch. So this machine follows one purpose and one purpose only, and that is to shut itself off. And unfortunately, many people, and I'm sorry to say, but also medical students, do not know when is the right moment to shut yourself off. And therefore, if we can't do it ourselves, we'll need somebody else in the back in order to do it for us. So Monika, in the name of on behalf of our year, thank you very much for your years of service. You had to put up with a lot. Give us a great shout out for her. Okay, guys, so I would like to close by offering you an apology, especially dear professors, because all the professors, teaching staff, residents, attendings, anybody else, and countless others involved in our education, for all the great knowledge that you had to offer, please forgive us for not having seen it all, not having remembered it all, and not having appreciated it all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and I have a great honor to hand a few of diplomas to a few of us who did something extracurricular. And the first one goes to Dr. Kaj Siemaszko. The second distinction goes to Dr. Matthias Koch. And the third one goes to Dr. Weronika Margielewska. Okay, just a few words of explanation, because all these three people served as class representatives for the whole 6 years. So the distinction were for their efforts, that they were fighting for us, they were negotiating the terms, the dates, so I think they deserve it. Okay, and this distinction goes for something what was created by Dr. Koch, and I think all of you use it to navigate through all these corners, corridors, to know how to prepare for the classes, what to wear, what to bring, what to learn, what to forget. So the founder of Student's Guide, Dr. Matthias Koch. But nothing can be done just by one person. So the Student's Guide was made by the team. And another member of this group is Dr. Muhammad Rizwanuddin. And another member of this wonderful team, Dr. Suleiman Eitz. So now I would like to invite Magister Marcin Połuszejko to award the special ones who won in sport competition.
Dean, rectors, professors, the families, guests, and finally you. It's a teamwork. I would like to congratulate for everyone, for the professors that they shared all the best knowledge, the friends, the families, who gave you the support, the employees from the Dean office who help you to survive up to 6 years and finish this university, and for you, for your hard work. And as I said, it's a teamwork, so it's applause for all of you. All right. Each year before the summertime, me and my colleagues from the physical education department, we are looking for someone who did more than just activity, like a game with friends after the classes, for someone who represented the university and gave all the best. And this year we have only one award, but this award is for the special guy. Oh, sorry, I say guy, so he's not a girl, yeah. I smelled that. All right, and listen, we can treat that as a souvenir, because this souvenir from us for the sport community, yes, is when you will see this award, you can say, yes, I'll be there. I remember that tournament, and other tournament, yeah, it was fine, it was nice. So, I would like to invite in here Omran Samar. Thank you very much. All the best for you.
I almost forgot the most important thing earlier. My apologies. So we have, as our last gesture of gratitude, prepared a little gift. And unfortunately, we don't have one for everyone, but I would like the following guests to accept the gifts on behalf of everyone. Dean Thomas Hrishko. Dean Marcin Baronovski. Rector Karol Kaminski. Rector Adrian Chabowski. Rector Katarzyna Socha. Professor Sławomir Chlabich. Professor Jerzy Konstantinowicz. And Professor Włodzimierz Łużyński. Docent Izabela Bialuk. In absence, Dr. Marta Levots. Just give it to the next one. In absence, Dr. Piotr Silotitsky. In absence, Dr. Dr. Adam Jakuboński. Father Sebastian Congior. And finally, Monica Korinkiewicz. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Now is, I think, the most important part of today's ceremony, so the physician pledge. So please all rise. And please repeat. I accept with respect and gratitude to my masters the conferred title of physician. And being fully aware of the related obligations I pledge to diligently fulfill my duties to serve human life and health, to prevent suffering and diseases, to provide aid to patients to the best of my knowledge, irrespective of race, nationality, political views, financial status, and others. solely for the purpose of their well-being, and showing them due respect, not to breach patients' trust and to maintain confidentiality, even after their death, to uphold the dignity of the medical profession and not to dishonor it, to treat my colleagues with due kindness, not undermining confidence in them, yet behaving impartially, and bearing in mind the well-being of patients. To constantly extend my medical knowledge and to share with the medical world all I shall be able to discover, invent, and improve. I make this pledge solemnly. Please have a seat. And now the moment has come. So you will be handed a medical diploma, which will be given to you by your dean, Professor Marcin Baronovski.
Dr. Marcela Bedalla Barosso. Dr. Rose Angeli. Dr. Ava Jama Ali. Dr. Faranas Ali. Dr. Kaspar Karim Apfet. Dr. Sulejman Furkan Ates. Dr. Alba Becerra Guerra. Dr. Helena Beras. Dr. Beatriz de Mateo Gomez. Dr. Linus Reza Daimachidi. Dr. Zoe Nikita Drobny. Dr. Blerta Elszani. Dr Elmar Skłazi. Dr Wiktoria Helena Falk-Brismark. Dr Nicolas Fernandez Soto. Dr Annika Marie Fischer. Dr Lajas Mark Volkier. Dr Jose Framil de Paz. Dr Marta Garcia Bobbadilla. Dr Betilem Lidia Gide. Dr Shur Hirsch. Dr Teresa Mai Ling Ho. Dr Nick Hoffart. Dr Janis Holbung. Dr Abdulahmad Husseini. Dr Truls James Jamisen. Dr Gabriela Jankowski. Dr Kawian Karimi. Dr Matthias Koch. Dr John Philip Koladzyn. Dr Kamil Klaudiusz Lauko. Dr Johan Lauritsen. Dr Nick Saman Lotftwali. Dr Weronika Anna Margielewska. Dr Dawod Nazari. Dr Iga Maria Nowicka. Dr Linus Marten Persz. Dr Usma Rahmani. Dr Muhammad Dian Rizvanudin. Dr Omran Samar. Dr Johanna Kristina Schulz. Dr Ralf Daniel Serwotka. Dr Robert Sharma. Dr Kaj Nikolaus Siemaszko. Dr Anna Agnieszka Słodyczka. Dr Odin Sirist. Dr Rodas Aferki Tesfai. Dr Elizabeth Wanta Chin. Dr Margaryta Weznawec. Dr Bernadetta Clarissa Witt. Dr Denis Wolter. Dr Karolinę Elizabeth Wenzel. Dr Rike Westdal. Dr Daria Zacher. Dr Louis Otto Maksymilian Zink. Dr Ania Zolper. Dr Eki Zubriala Riola. Dr Anna Karolina Zurbel.
So now you have approved that you have completed the 6-year-long MD course. So now it's time to rise and we'll listen to the anthem of our university.
Tam, gdzie Podlasia zielone serce bije i gdzie branickich pałac dumnie trwa, uczelnia nasza od wielu lat żyje i szczytne cele w swym działaniu ma. Medyczna uczelnia to kadra rzetelna, kształci medyków, wysyła ich świat, a zdrowie pacjenta to planicie święta. Hipokratesa szanują od lat. W mieście, gdzie planty i gdzie kościuszki rynek uczą w cierpieniu ludziom pomoc nieść, tutaj wydziały i kliniki słynne wskażą, jak w czyny przekuć Dał Ci medyków, wysyłaj w świat, a zdrowie pacjenta to że święta Hipokratesa szanują naród.
Thank you. Please, you may sit. So all is good ends quickly, so our ceremony comes to the end. And in the end, I would like to congratulate the parents. Please do believe me, I do realize how proud you are. You also achieved a great success. And you may be proud to have such a wonderful kids. So give them a shout because they deserve it. One more time, I congratulate to all of you, our graduates. I would like to thank all of them, thank to them this ceremony could happen and who were involved. I would like to thank from the bottom of my heart to Ms. Monika Koronkiewicz, to Ms. Natasza Zadykowicz, to Ms. Julita Chmiel. They did a great job. Thank you very much. I would like to thank to our leadership and our head of the department, the teachers. They found a time in their hectic schedules to be together with us. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, our University Color Party. Thank you. And the last but not the least, our choir. And the conductor, Mr. Przemysław Kumer. Thank you. Please rise.
Gaudeamus igitur juvenes dum sumus, Gaudeamus igitur juvenes dum sumus, post iucundam juventutem, post molestam selectutem, nos habebit humus, nos habebit humus. Vivat Academia, vivat professores, vivat Academia, vivat professores, vivat membrat felimet, vivat membrat felimet, semper sit in flore, semper sit in flore.
Guys, thank you very much. You were the best. Congratulations from bottom of my heart. You did it. And now on 3, make a toss. 1, 2, 3.